Oh, is it started?
Whenever you want to start it.
Dude, you can go. It's
Two
your
brothers,
show.
2 viewpoints, 2 in the cooler.
2 in the cooler. That's a different pod, but that's all right.
Same company.
Same company. What do you want to start off with?
When we walked in, you wanted to make a comment about...
Oh, yeah, your old sponsor, the Drink to Honor, the veteran company, the badass whiskey. 13 Monkeys is that the company? All American Whiskey?
Yeah.
Veteran. It looks like piss in a fucking jar. When I used to pee in bottles when I was a kid because I was too scared of the boogeyman getting me on the way to the bathroom at 1 o'clock in the morning, it would look exactly like this.
You know that there was a time I drank your piss.
Yeah. You want to tell that story?
Yeah, I was hungover walking past your room, and you happened to pee in a lemon lime Gatorade.
Yes, I did.
Like, I don't know if your pee's blue and you put it in a cool blue.
It's sorted by flavors. Some days it's really bloody, and that's the ruby red kind.
But yeah, you happened to pee in a lemon lime and left it.
Yeah.
On your nightstand.
Yeah.
And I chugged it, and it took me until there was 2 sips left to realize I was drinking piss.
I also like how I used to just leave it on top of the nightstand.
Yeah.
For a while.
We weren't hiding it very well.
No. I don't think Mom wanted to acknowledge what her sons are doing.
No, she just kept going out and saying she was proud of us.
Yeah, no, she's like, I'm just going to have another bottle of wine. I'm not going to look at the 8 piss bottles on my son's nightstand.
Yeah, she's just going to tell her friends we're going to college.
So finish your story.
That was the story.
Oh, yeah, you drank it, and then...
That's all there was to it.
That's all there was to it?
Wasn't a very long story.
No, I wouldn't imagine. It would be better if you, take a sip, you're like, wait, this is not bad, and then you go
terrible.
back. This isn't good, but it's not bad.
Why am I drunk?
I probably just piss straight liquor now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get older.
Yeah, I don't know why. It also happens, when you get divorced, too, for some reason.
Yeah. What comes first, the alcoholism or the studio apartment?
Alcoholism.
Yeah.
That leads to the studio apartment. Yeah. Ideally, you don't get a studio apartment when you're in your 20s and you're moving in with a friend, like what I'm doing. Ideally, you get a studio apartment because you had a marriage of a couple years, maybe it produces a kid or 2, and you blow that up.
Yep.
You show up drunk to one too many Little League games. You get a little too sweary with the wife when she comes back.
Or you're coaching your son,
yeah.
and you don't make it to the games because you're at the bar.
Yes.
Cheating on your wife.
Cheating on your wife, too. With the worst whistle pig in town. Her name's Marlene or something.
Esmeralda,
yeah.
It's got to be a name that sticks.
It's something that you just destroy your marriage and puts you in economic debt for the rest of your life, but it's not even worth it. No. In fact, it's the worst sex you've ever had. It's always a weird smell. She doesn't take her shirt off, neither do you.
And now you just get supervised visits with your kids on holidays.
Yeah. I would like to go to a parent-teacher conference, just hammered.
I thought you didn't want kids.
Now I do. Because my dream is always to get divorced.
Okay.
I always wanted to be a divorcee, but I think to enhance that experience that I want, I need to have a son or a daughter that is just embarrassed of me and just but they love me.
Yeah, you try.
I'm their favorite parent.
You try.
But I try. Not very hard.
But all you have to do is give the better gifts.
Yeah.
You give the better gifts on Easter, birthday, Christmas, and you spend all your money.
Well, that's when the parlay hits around Christmas time, and then you're like, well, I'm buying my fucking son a skateboard.
Yeah, a skateboard.
Drum set. Drum set's a big one. That's a Tony Soprano move. Is when him and Carmelo got separated, he immediately bought AJ a drum set.
It works.
It fucking works.
But then you're 3 months behind on rent.
Oh, you're 3 months behind.
you're getting
the next thing you know, you're sucking dick in the IHOP bathroom. Anything to pay for your kid.
Do we still have an IHOP in Buffalo?
Yeah.
Weird segue. But...
It is in the Fruit Belt, I think.
Really?
Yep.
There used to be the one at McKinley.
Yep.
And I went and they let me and Faz cook our food.
Yeah, that's not a sign of a good establishment.
No, and then we met a guy in the bathroom rolling a blunt. This is a true story. He was rolling a blunt in the bathroom, and I was like, stressful day, man. And he was like, you wouldn't believe it. Just long hours at work. And I was like, where do you work? And he goes, right here. And then he goes, I'd offer it to you too, but it's K2. And that was our cook.
Well, that's the most wholesome man you'll ever meet in the bathroom.
Shout out Stevie. And then we're driving back. We saw him just wigging out at the bus stop.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of the bus stop.
The one that got away.
The one that got away. I would have just hang out with Stevie all the time.
I think he was trying to, like, smoke up his next replacement so he could finally leave.
Yeah.
He needed someone to take a spot in that bathroom stall.
It's like The Shining, where he's just like, he's always been in the hotel. He's stuck there, but it's IHOP.
Yeah, it's like any job you want to bring in a replacement.
Yeah.
But
someone has to become the new you so you could be freed. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that way everyone's not like, man, I miss Stevie. Stevie's right there.
Stevie's right there. Hey, he's not. His name's not Stevie. He's John, but he's still smoking K2 in the bathroom. Right. The spirit's still alive.
God damn it, he makes a mean pancake.
Pancakes, just fucking throwing hash browns against the wall.
Just throw someone else on the hash brown station. Stevie's making pancakes.
Oh shit, he fell asleep. His hair's in the deep fryer again.
I don't think you're falling asleep on K2 though.
Oh no.
I watched a couple people in middle school OD on it.
Did you?
Yeah.
In middle school?
Yeah. They got started early. Are you drinking the whiskey?
I can't get it open. I can't.
This might be the saddest moment in podcasting.
Yeah, I was making fun.
Okay,
Well, I'm not a veteran. That's why.
Yeah. I mean, my high school grades beg to differ.
Smelly shit.
Try it straight.
Yeah, I'm trying it straight.
All right.
Don't tell me what to do, too.
I feel like as an older brother, I'm just looking out for you. It's not bad.
That's all right.
It's okay.
That's all right.
How much would you pay for this?
That is $18.99. But you have like a member, like you have like a coupon or something, and you get it for like $15.99.
A mail-in rebate.
A mail-in rebate.
Let's see how much it goes for. Oh, it's a 5-year-old bourbon mash.
First of all, the mason jar thing is not good for whiskey.
It is not.
No.
It's only good for shine.
Yeah, and like it's clearly trying to be like, this is what pisses me off about like these veteran companies is it is trying to be like, look at us, we're middle of the road Americans. Look at all like the Black Rifle Coffee Company or there. It's like, it's Starbucks, but it's badass.
Yeah.
You would feel like you don't have to feel like a pussy for drinking Starbucks because this one.
It's almost like when you're at Wegmans and you got to round up for the veterans.
Yeah.
It's almost like a guilt into it.
I don't get guilted. I'm like, no, fuck them.
You don't donate?
No.
I donate. I don't want my change.
No. I would donate to fucking Hezbollah before I donate to the veterans.
Hezbollah?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Is that what you meant?
Sure.
No, what'd you mean?
Hezbollah?
The little Russian kid?
No. Hezbollah is an entirely different thing.
Is it a terrorist organization?
I prefer to think of them as freedom fighters from the tyranny of Israel. But, I mean, you can call them what you like.
Hit this link in the episode description and get 25% off your first purchase from CBDistillery. They got free shipping on orders of $75 or more. They got gummies, oils, chocolate, drink mixes, bombs, and yes, you guessed it, even more chocolates. Shop by benefit, CBD to relax, to sleep, pain relief, and guess what? It's even good for your pets. They got new Delta 9 THC gummies, available in states where legalized, and it doesn't make you as tired as Delta 8. Welcome back to the Schemin' and Dreamin' pod. If you want to support a good cause, get some merch. Well, we got hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, bucket hats, all the essentials you want and more. The link will be in the episode description, and it's also in our Instagram bio at Schemin' and Dreamin' pod. Or hit us up at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. And if you're interested in advertising on this show, or our twin show, Two in the Cooler, email snackspotsports@gmail.com for details on how you, yes you, can start reaching thousands of listeners in the Buffalo area and beyond. Fuck Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, technically George Washington and them were terrorists. They're just starting a new democracy.
Yeah, sure, if you believe that.
You do.
No, they just.
I'm not giving them my money.
They didn't want to pay money. That's why.
You know, there was a while Mom was concerned that you were gonna go fight in the Palestinian Revolution.
No, it was the Syrian Civil War. One, I was way too fat at the time. They would not have accepted me. Two, those anarchists in Syria, they got fucking Turkey rolled in their northern border and just fucking killed them all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was too fat. They would never accept me.
You wouldn't have been a good fighter back in the day.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been that.
You would have been just lazy and insubordinate.
I would have been like, I would have gone there. I'm like, fuck, I need it. Fuck, you guys got any microwavable pizzas?
It's hot right now. We got bagel
hot.
Bites.
We got bagel bites. It's like 90 degrees. I'm like, I need 3 pints of ice cream, 70 pizza rolls before I even think about picking up that AK.
And a fan.
And a fan. Yo, you got Netflix here? What's the password, yo?
I can't connect the Bluetooth.
I can't connect the Bluetooth. I'm trying to get DoorDash out here. And they're in the middle of like a shoot off with ISIS, and I got a guy coming to drop me off the shittiest Red Baron pizzas.
On bike.
On a bike. Oh, so yeah, it wasn't quality food. It was like just the shittiest.
You could have won it for him, though.
I might have. I could have been a good bullet sponge, I tell you that. A movable, like, they just, like, move me in front, and everyone's, like, crouching behind me.
But you and your peak fatness, how many bullets to the stomach you think it would take to get
in that
out?
stomach? I could take a couple clips, brother. As long as the bullets are below 50 cal, I'm sure I could take, like, 100 of them.
You would just be a riot shield.
I would be a riot shield, yeah.
Maybe that's how you win a war. You get a bunch of fat people.
Yeah, and I'd be fun and jolly, so I'd lift up their spirits.
That is true.
Yeah. I would have won the war for them.
Because I think the funniest people have had a fat stint.
Mm-hmm.
You need that.
Yeah, you need to be fat to be funny.
Because it's like when babies, to survive, they have to float. They got certain characteristics.
Well, yeah, that's why in hospitals, like when you're newly born, they put you in a tank of water, and if you don't float, guess what? You're gone. But the ones that float,
we got another defect.
Yeah, another defect. He's gone.
Well, that's why they do baptisms.
Yeah. That's what that is.
That's why the priest dunks them down.
Well, now the priests are like, because I go to the YMCA, now they make you swim a whole lap. It's got a lot. The litmus test has got a lot harder.
The priests are still making you swim. At 23, you're still getting molested by them.
They never stop in the Catholic Church.
That is true.
Like 28 years old, and you're in the gym sauna, and then, oh shit, here comes Father Dan again.
Father Dan.
There he is.
You're out to dinner with your girlfriend, Father Dan calls.
You're like,
you just look at her. I think I know what he wants. Yeah, we'll take the check. We'll take our food to go.
We'll take the check, please. Check, please.
Were you ever an altar boy?
No.
I was.
Probably too fat to be an altar boy. I couldn't do the walk.
Yeah.
I couldn't do the walk in church. I was the one who just sat in the pews.
Can you imagine if you were the first one eating the Eucharistic bread or whatever they call it? Can we put some sauce on it?
This is a fat boy thought, because I always thought they should have given you more.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that little wafer is not enough.
They skimp out.
They skimp out on you, too. I'm like, give me like half.
And it's cheap as shit.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, that's why religion's lost its way. It's Jesus used to give like a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Now we're down to the thinnest
fish. He gave out a lot of fish too.
Now we're down to the thinnest fucking cracker wafer ever. A saltine is better than that.
Yeah, because you can get a fucking a couple hundred vanilla wafers for $3 at a Dollar General.
Yeah.
And these are worse than vanilla. I'd take a vanilla wafer.
Dude, I would buy those vanilla wafers, and that you don't go to church anymore because of that.
You think the priests...
I mean, what have you done for me lately, God? I'd rather go to 7-Eleven.
Yeah, that guy in front of it's preaching. You're not.
Yeah, he's not.
You think the priests with the kids ever have make your own pizza nights with
fun.
The Eucharistic with the little Eucharistic chips?
Yep, they like the shitty Lunchables where it's like just pizza sauce and cheese on a cracker, but it's on the little wafer thins
with Rufinol wine.
Yeah, that's another thing. God, I wish I might go back to church just to see how much wine I could get away with drinking. I could drink the whole cup now easily.
It's a deep chalice.
It is?
It's way deeper than you think.
I could kill it in 20... No, I could kill it in 5 seconds, brother.
Yeah, probably.
5 seconds, brother.
But, I mean, you're also in a room full of non-drinkers, so they would look at you like you performed a miracle.
No, Catholics are all alcoholics.
Yeah.
Not, especially in the North.
That is fair.
The people in the South, those, like, evangelicals, they're freaks, yeah.
They're
Mormons
wild.
are freaks. They don't drink. Oh, my God.
They don't drink. They just fuck.
They don't do anything.
I've been watching the one Mormon show, and this guy has 4 or 5 wives, and one of them left. And now he's like, this is affecting my relationship with the other wives. Oh, God, no.
No, yeah. Well, that's the...
Because he's not good looking.
Yeah, no, he's Mormon.
Chin strap beard.
Well, except for Mitt Romney, who looks good.
He looks okay.
He's 70.
Really?
And he looks that good.
I saw a picture of him on Trivia Crack, and he was like 30, and I was like, that's a sharp-looking man.
Yeah, he looks good. He's weird, but he looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I feel like ideally with the polygamy for Mormons, you get the one hot one.
Yep.
The one you connect with on like an emotional level. That's your soulmate. And then you get a slam pig.
Somebody you go to dive bars with?
Yep, yeah, you get a dive bar wife.
Yeah, someone you go out and get a nice Pepsi with.
Your biker bitch wife. It's got like a shitty Mickey Mouse tattoo right there.
You're there to get a rack of ribs and some birch beer. The bartender's like, I know what they're doing tonight. Yeah. You only have kids with the slam pig.
She's licking barbecue sauce off my asshole. Yeah, that's the ideal right there.
That's weird though. They're doing freaky stuff sober.
I don't know how freaky they get. I don't ask.
Well, you know that at BYU there's a thing where you can't thrust.
Oh yeah, don't they do the because they do the thing where they like just lay in there and they wait for like.
Yep.
Yeah, I know that one.
But there's also, I forgot the name, but it's, you go on the top bunk and you just lay on her and the guy in the bottom bunk shakes the thing.
That's the one I'm thinking of, yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't technically, but yeah.
But you still.
Just dry hump at that point. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'd rather go Don John mode.
It's also like, all right, you found like a technicality around it, but still, at that point, just have real sex. And don't tell anyone about it.
Yeah, right?
You don't have to.
But guess what?
What? Man upstairs.
Well, Joseph Smith. Joseph Smith always sees.
Watching. Yeah, Jesus was from America, apparently.
he was a white nationalist, too.
Yeah, he was. What a stupid religion.
Go to South Buffalo and tell me Jesus wasn't white.
Jesus was an Irish guy named Patty.
Loved to drink.
Loved to drink.
Loved Rubens.
Loved Rubens. Wings. He was a big Pats fan for some reason.
Yeah, he did love the Patriots.
Yeah.
But the only thing he loved...
He has a Gronk jersey on just constantly.
Just spiking the book after a nice read.
Yeah, Jesus beat his wife. He had a wife, he beat her. He had 2 kids and then 3 he didn't really claim ownership over.
No, they were his, but...
Come on, knock it off.
That was before Maury.
Yeah, it was before Maury.
It's not before Christ. It's all before Maury. It's BM.
Like, is the blood of God really flowing in this kid Jeffrey's veins? I don't think so. No.
R.I.P. Jesus.
Like, did Jesus return? And he's like, the kid's walking on water, and Jesus is like, I just don't see it. I don't see a resemblance.
I wouldn't have walked on water that way.
No.
He's moonwalking?
He's too flat-footed.
Critiquing him.
No, that's not my kid.
Kid turns poop into wine. I just don't see it.
I don't see it. The one kid who could turn, like, just anything into Jameson, that's the one he claims, though.
The kid that turns dirt into Percocet. Now that's my son. That's my son.
That's my son.
If you could change one thing to another, what would it be?
If I could change one thing to another?
Yeah, like one, like, just, like, object or fucking, like, water or something.
I would... My one answer I'm not going to say. I can't say that.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Family show.
Yeah, family show. One, I hate to say it, but I'd probably turn, like... because I think of myself as like a decent person, right?
Yeah.
One of my pet peeves, brother, is I pay $50 a month to go to the YMCA. $50 a month. My hard-earned money. And when I'm running the track, and people don't read the fucking sign that says that leftmost lane is for running, and they're walking on it.
Yeah.
I would turn anything into a gun and fucking kill those people. I would. Maybe this is the whiskey talking. Maybe this might get me in a little trouble.
That might be the whiskey talking.
But when I see a fucking 50-year-old schlubby guy walking in the runner's lane,
you run him over.
I do the most aggressive, like, I do, because I run fast. So I, like,
nice flex.
Heave around, and then I just immediately stop in front of him and keep running. And hopefully they get the message. And
do you think if the membership was cheaper, you wouldn't care?
No.
If it was $10?
It's a matter of principle. It's a matter of reading the fucking sign. Because walkers technically have, like, they should have the one lane, and the blue's the passing lane.
Yeah.
But they use 2 lanes, and I'm fine with that as long as I get my running lane.
So you're saying you're a rule follower? You're big on rules then, right?
I'm big on that rule, because that affects me.
That's the golden rule.
That's the golden rule. Yeah, that one pisses me off so much. And because, you know, like, the track is, like...
I know the track.
I always think of, like, taking their legs and, like, flipping them over the side and then just letting them fall.
I also don't think that the running lane should be the lane you could fall over on. I think that should be the walking lane.
Well, it's dangerous because when you're doing the corners and, like, some fucking idiot's doing, like, halfway through. And, yeah, that always fucks me up.
Yeah.
Fucks up my stride. And I'm trying to get nice-looking gams. I'm trying to get these thighs nice. And I got these fucking 80-year-old idiots
killing the games.
They're fucking, and they're just talking. They're 80-year-olds, just like 3 in a row, just talking.
They're a year away from death anyway.
Yeah, I'm like, you're gonna die anyway.
Why can't you just walk around the community center?
I'm not in the prime of my life anymore, but I'm trying to look okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're trying to run until you can't.
Yeah.
But guess what? When you can't run, I think you're gonna turn just into them. You're gonna walk in that lane.
I would rather jump off a bridge.
Do you think that one day you're going to walk in that lane and a kid like you at your age is going to cut you off and you're going to have a little smile and shed a tear?
The next generation?
Yeah.
No, I might attack him.
Just
Who's that fucking annoying kid? You know how many years I lived, how hard I worked?
Yeah.
I walk in whatever lane I want.
I'll never... Oh, yeah. It's all about the work you put in.
Yeah. I used to walk 18 miles to school every day.
I don't even think it was a mile.
No.
And
that was strenuous enough for my my thunder thighs.
Yeah, well, we lived off a...
Boy, they were clanking together.
No gap.
Dude, I used to have, like, rep because they would just be, like, together. That was brutal.
It's like, it was like Squidward when he ate too many Krabby Patties.
Yes. It was like that every single day.
Thick thighs.
For
Save
10
lives.
Years. For 10 years. I wasn't saving any lives, so I wasn't really doing anything.
You're just there.
Yeah. It was kind of... It's like that's a stone statue Buddha just sat there fatly.
Buddha without the religion.
Buddha with none of the healing qualities.
Isn't it crazy that if you lived in ancient China with your stature, that you would have been looked at as wealthy?
I would have been like emperor of the Ming Dynasty. That would have been great.
But you would have never started running.
No.
I would have been the Han Dynasty.
Han Dynasty?
I want to rule with an iron fist.
Too many Mongolians for my liking. You gotta watch out for the barbarians from the north.
Yeah, they'll tear down that wall.
They're gonna come and fuck up your wall.
Thank God there's no Mongolians in Mexico for Donnie T.
That'd be funny if there was just a Genghis Khan in Mexico and he just kept coming up to the United States.
Just a little hole in the wall.
Yeah, just a little hole in our border wall and just kept coming up. Folks, we gotta stop this Genghis Khan. He keeps coming over. He keeps invading Texas and Utah and raping our women. We gotta stop him. Yeah, they're so good on horseback.
Yeah, if he's doing that in Utah. Oh.
Yeah. That's the only reason why you'd vote for Trump if there was a Genghis Khan down there. But there isn't.
I'm trying to vote for the funny. I'm going to vote this year.
I'm voting for Biden.
I'm going for the funniest candidate.
I think Biden's funniest now.
Well, I think it's funny
they
that...
have to put him in camera more because he's so fucking funny.
Every time I see him, he looks like he has a steaming pile of poop in those pants.
Yeah, that's how I like him.
That's how you like your president?
Yeah, him always being like, oh, Mac, he's like, I shouldn't say that. And he stops himself like mid-sentence.
It's good. He doesn't know where he's going with it.
No, he's great, though. I love that. I love his fucking shitty dog that bites the Secret Service constantly. Because, one, that is the only dog in America that cops can't shoot. And he is abusing that power 110%. And it's amazing to see.
That dog would not get adopted at any SPCA.
No! No, that dog's getting put down 3 days after being put to the SPCA. I respect Hunter Biden.
I want to see him president.
Yeah, I do too. I think he's better than fucking Trump's kids.
Yeah.
Trump's kids are freaks.
Barron's tall, though.
Barron's tall. He's good. But I think if he, with the right coach, he could make it in the NBA.
He needs
The
right coach. He's got to get a post move under his belt. Just one move he can go to.
Yeah.
If it's a spin jump hook or something, I think he can make it.
I think he can make it.
How tall is he? Like 6'6"?
He's taller than you.
Yeah, I think he might be 6'7".
He's a fucking monster. I don't think he's Trump's kid. He's too tall.
You know what? I'll say it here. I want to play Barron Trump one-on-one. If I win, I get 3 votes for president instead of 1. I want 3 votes. So my vote might matter.
Well, I should say it should be him. It should be Hunter Biden high on crack.
Yep.
Versus Barron Trump in like a wrestling match.
Because I would love to see who his first lady is going to be.
Oh my god!
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Who do you think? What kind of celebrity would go for like Barron Trump? Because it couldn't be like too popular.
Well, she's got to be hot, knowing Trump.
She's got to be
because he's got the Trump gene.
Got to be hot, but she's also someone who wouldn't want to be like too associated with the Trump brand.
So now we're looking at white people.
Yeah, we are.
This is going to be just a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
What about Courtney Cox?
No, don't besmirch her. Courtney Cox is the hottest woman who ever lived in the 90s.
She wasn't the hottest woman on Friends.
You're out of your fucking mind, and I'm ready to walk off this podcast if you say that again.
What about Barron Trump and Jennifer Aniston, then? She's single.
I can see that.
No kids?
I would say he would definitely go for, like, maybe, like, Iggy Azalea. Like, a singer who was popular but not too popular. Like, Taylor Swift would never.
No.
But
she's busy
Iggy
now.
Azalea, to remain relevant, I think she'd go with
you're
Barron
saying someone
Trump.
that... Maybe Selena Gomez?
Selena Gomez, I could see.
A good one?
Yeah. First Lady Gomez.
Yeah.
Those big honkers.
Trump would shake his fist every time.
Oh, my God.
He hears
yeah.
that. Oh. He's just running background checks on her. Breaks into the White House library.
He's just like staring at his like grandkids under a microscope constantly.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Yeah, he's. We want to talk about football.
Is that what you want to switch to?
I don't know.
Whatever you want. You're the guest.
I don't care. We're gonna rank quarterbacks.
You did say that. I said, you want to get us canceled today, and you said, let's rank
quarterbacks.
I don't know if you can name 10 current quarterbacks.
Yes, I could.
Rank your top 10.
First of all, let me go. All right, yeah. Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. I'll do 5. Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff.
Baker Mayfield at 3.
Matthew Stafford. No, those are just my top 5 quarterbacks. And I would say my least favorite quarterbacks would have to be, for whatever reason, Jalen Hurts, C.J. Stroud, Dak Prescott. I think Bryce Young is another one. Bryce Young, he would have to be another one.
You're not a big Lamar Jackson fan either.
Oh, no, not Lamar Jackson, no. There's just something about how they play the game and just, I don't know. I just don't see them dating my daughter.
You want...
But if a Joe Burrow type came to my house, I would shake that young man's hand and then have sexual fantasies about him in my garage working out.
You're saying you just like a good pocket passer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not
like a good workman's ethic.
No scrambling.
You know what I'm saying?
No scrambling.
No scrambling. That's not in the game.
Because you think if they scramble in the pocket, they might scramble away from your daughter.
Absolutely.
And away from your family's values.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
I just don't know what... And I know Jalen Hurts is so highly ranked, but there's something about him he's like a thug.
This might be the last episode
Yeah,
ever.
that was... I'm sorry, that was bad. That was a joke, though. He's great.
He is a great quarterback.
He is great.
I did tell Emily she might have to bleep more things from this episode than when WAP was played on Kiss 98.5. That was the first.
We should have like a clean version of this episode, like a kid's version.
Should we just have kids?
Remember, like in the Die Hard, when they play on TV, instead of it'd be like, what was it, Yippee Ki-Yay, motherfucker? It'd be like Yippee Ki-Yay, like Frigger or something.
Yeah, well,
something
it's like we want these monkey flipping snakes.
Yeah,
I want monkey flipping plane.
Which somehow that sounds racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
Yeah.
That sounds worse than your quarterback spiel.
That was just a bit I had in mind for a while.
I was wondering where you were going with it when you had Baker Mayfield at 3.
He was another white quarterback I think of in the moment.
Too fat to be a franchise quarterback. I've always said
he's
that.
like weird. I like his energy, but he's just, his body's like, his head's like this.
Yeah.
And he's a little too like fat. He's always like that throwing the ball. And I'm like, you're good. But
it's like if he was 6'5", he'd be amazing.
Yeah, he would be. He'd be great.
But he's also like that one friend that if he says to go do something, you just go do it. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, he looks like he'd be the quarterback I want to party with. He looks like a fun guy.
I think Josh would be fun.
I think Josh would be fun, but I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
How about non-Bills quarterbacks to party with? Oh, mine's retired, though.
Who?
Blake Bortles.
Okay.
Do you ever hear his famous quotes?
No.
They asked him, what would you do if you weren't playing in the NFL? And he said, working construction, ripping cigs.
All right, that's my guy.
And then he had another one where he was doing a bunch of dip, a bunch of chewing tobacco. And he's like, I tried to quit for a while. And they're like, how'd you try to quit? And he goes, I bought a Tesla. So that way I wouldn't have to go to the gas station. And they're like, what do you do now? And he goes, I drive my Tesla to the gas station and get dip. He's amazing.
I like that. Yeah, I don't know. Joe Burrow doesn't look like he'd be any fun.
He is the definition of, like, Patrick Bateman.
Yeah, he is.
Did you know his middle or high school coach was a psychologist?
Makes sense.
And told his parents that you're lucky he likes playing sports because his characteristics are that of a firefighter, cop, and serial killer. That his energy levels and his heart rate doesn't change no matter
That's
the
surprising.
situation. Yeah, because he remains calm.
Yeah.
Well, they call him, like...
Maybe
Joe
a heart
Shiesty.
surgeon instead of a firefighter. I don't think firefighters really have to remain calm that much hanging around the fire hall. They don't do much.
They did on 9/11.
Yeah, that was a rare incident. And guess how many of them died doing that?
You think it was for lack of preparation?
Oh, absolutely. They didn't walk up enough of those step climbers at the gym. It could have been a lot faster, let me tell you.
There would have been no 9/11.
There would have been. Well, if Mark Wahlberg was on.
If Mark Wahlberg was on those flights.
Let alone 4 planes hijacked.
Yeah.
He's like, if I was on one. Because he would take over the one plane, intercept the other one, and then go down to Pennsylvania, Washington.
Well, you know that he is going to stop one plane. He's going to find a way to get all the passengers' parachutes, and he's going to jump from one plane to the next.
Yeah. That or he's like, don't worry, I saved this flight. And then he just smashes right into the towers.
But it's just a cloud of smoke, planes in flames, and you just see a cutaway of Mark's walking from the back of it. What happened to you?
I just fucking dropped my chair. No, Mark would survive to get that Oscar for The Departed.
He's like a cockroach, where they could survive a nuclear explosion.
Well, yeah, he's from Boston. They're all cockroaches up there.
It is true.
Yeah.
They do still have kind of a cool law where you could fight in the middle of the street.
Can you?
Yeah.
In Boston?
Yeah. Don't quote me because I said it with confidence, but I think that's true.
I would imagine that's true. That or, like, it's one of those cops just, they're not going to bother.
No, it's a Boston cop.
It's a Boston cop.
Let's go get a fucking burger.
Yeah, come on. That or we'll have the Boston bomb and then just get fucking owned by those terrorists for days in a row.
I love that they missed 500-something shots.
Dude, the street fight they had with those, they fucked them up. Terrorists fucked them up.
You know that those cops didn't even think that they were the Boston bombing suspects?
Yeah.
They just thought it was off a carjacking.
Yeah.
They
had like 30 cops there, and whatever the brothers. better brothers than us, more motivated than us. I'll say that. They
Yeah.
were just lighting up pipe bombs and throwing it at their cars.
Yeah.
They only had one gun between them.
Yeah.
And like a bunch of pipe bombs, and they were fucking them up for a while.
And then they shot one, and it's like, good police work.
Good police work. That or the one was like bleeding out in a boat, and like the SWAT teams just unloaded like 80 clips into the boat. The kids survived.
They missed completely.
They missed. They hit him like once or twice, and they're like, "Wow, Boston's drawn."
Wow.
Mark Wahlberg's gonna make a movie about this.
Let's get a 10% raise this year,
Let's get a
boys.
10% raise this year. All right, let's go to the bar.
Hey, guess what? Our softball team just got another fundraising.
We caught the terrorists. Let's go to the bar.
That's a good accent.
Shots on Jameson. Shots of Jameson on me.
They walk in.
Each one for every shot fired.
There's just nothing but tears when they walk in.
Hey, drink for the victims, all right? And then you have the one guy with like no leg just hopping up to the bar. Oh my god, that was wild that happened.
Yeah.
You should read into that because that's another one that's a little interesting to read up on.
What?
There's probably like one or two more guys out there
Really?
who were involved. Yeah.
I saw the documentary.
There's like they're like going to the college campus. There's like a lot of weird things that were going on there. That's like another one that
Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it could have been. It was very mild compared to what they made it out to be.
Yeah.
It was Boston's 9/11, which means it trailed New York by 1,000%.
Yeah.
3 people versus 3,000.
Seems like all this just happens in the Northeast.
Yeah. This is like a very Northeast crime to where like...
Because out west, they got polygamy. They don't care.
Yeah. This is also like something that would just happen in the Bronx. Like, and they would just shake it off and not care.
Yeah. I mean, this stuff happens in Afghanistan and shit every day.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Happens to us once every 20 years.
Oh, but yeah. We're not even going to get
And we
into
fly those flags.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we're not even going to get into that. I don't want to get you off air.
We're close.
We're close.
We're close today.
We are very close. I like that door there. It's a very old-style door with that fat knob handle.
I feel like you're just focusing on the handle of the door.
I am.
It's thick.
Nah, that's not why. Just like how it's an older style handle door. Like,
yeah.
I'm literally just trying to change the subject so we don't get too into that.
You want to rank alcohols?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were talking about that because you're. I'll argue with you over your fucking tequila love.
I'm a tequila guy.
If I wanted to drink gasoline, I would fucking huff gas at the gas station.
Over tequila.
Absolutely. It's the same thing, and one would get me more fucked up.
This is coming from a guy that just drinks Canadian Club.
Don Draper drinks in Mad Men, and is Don Draper not so cool in the show because he cheats on his wife constantly, and he's divorced, and he's miserable and drunk at work all the time?
Well, Jake, I'm sorry that...
Is that not the ideal of an American man?
Well, I'm sorry that mine doesn't come in plastic.
It's only plastic for the big cheap bottles.
And how much is that for a 1.75 for a handle? What's that, $25?
Oh, less than that.
Oh, less than that. I know a good alcohol doesn't reflect price, but I think that...
It's like $20.99, and then you get the mail-in rebate.
Do you use the mail-in rebate?
Sometimes.
And let me guess, Jake, it's so good of an alcohol that you need a mixer.
I think you need mixers with most alcohols. You don't need a mixer with that fucking shit.
This was $54.99.
If I fucking...
I'm just mixing it with Mountain Dew for an inside.
All right,
joke.
after you drinking that for an hour, what happens if I just flick a match at you? You would light up.
I feel like it would just light that jar on.
Yeah, like this fucking mason jar of piss. It's not bad piss.
It's not bad. I will say it's not terrible.
I know they're not sponsoring the show, and I'm only a guest, but I will endorse... Is it drink to honor? What am I honoring by drinking? You should honor my toilet, which I'm going to crack in half in like an hour. What is it? 13 Monkeys is the company?
Yes.
Bad name for a company. Bad name.
Good whiskey. Not bad.
It's not bad. I'll say that.
Where would you put that for? Just think of top. Is it better than Jack?
No.
Jack sucks.
Jack Daniels?
It's the worst
No.
thing.
It's good.
Better than Jameson? I don't think Jameson's good.
Different.
Is it better than Proper 12?
No.
Really?
No.
All right, well, we're 0 for 3. So.
We're 0 for 3. I would not. I'm not complimenting it this highly, but
Is it better than Malor?
Yeah, sure.
Better than Krupnik?
Krupnik is Polish nonsense
And cheap.
and cheap. But that's what Matt likes because he's Polish and he's always like, "Let's do shots of Krupnik," and I'm like,
No.
I'm not trying to ruin my stomach or my appetite right now. A minute into the party.
And plus,
I'm like, thanks for offering it to me, though.
Plus, I got a little self-respect.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose it.
Well, he offered it to me one time. I went like this. And it pissed him off for the rest of the night.
It's not good.
No, it's fucking garbage. It's terrible. Well, they're Polish, so, they don't really...
Shitty food.
Shitty food, shitty everything. They're not smart over there, that's why.
I'll give you just world cuisines.
Okay.
And you rank it.
We're not even done with the alcohols.
No, but you said Polish food. Now I'm already on food.
All right, we'll circle back, though.
We'll spin the block, as
All right.
every good gangster would.
Sure.
Irish food.
No.
It's like a C.
C, probably.
D.
I would say solid C, C minus.
Indian food.
B. B for me.
B plus.
B plus for you.
Thai.
Thai's a B plus for me. Pad Thai's really good.
What about the nightlife over there too? Hey.
Oh yeah. Let's just say I have a summer apartment I go to Thailand for.
It's all in their capital.
Oh yeah.
It's all in the name.
All in Bangkok. I got some games to entertain the lady boys over there.
Jenga.
Jenga.
Giant Jenga.
The giant Jenga you play in the yard parties.
And Sudoku.
And Sudoku.
I'm trying to think of other ones that are okay. What about UK's food?
Oh, that's gotta be F.
Yeah.
F. They don't eat. They're disgusting.
I don't like beans, and I don't want them for breakfast.
If you eat beans for breakfast, I literally think you should be locked up in a straitjacket.
I think
that is insane.
You should be thrown in the gulag.
They eat like eggs and ham, and you're like, okay, that works.
That works.
And then it's just like they just throw like a fucking sloppy plate of beans on top.
Bush beans.
Not worse than that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not touching this.
If I have a sunny side up egg,
yeah,
and I put my fork in the middle, and my yolk runs out and goes into a steaming pile of beans,
yeah,
I'm murdering somebody.
Most of British food is like brown sludges and slimes. They've never heard of an oven before. They don't know what a stove. They don't know how to grill meat.
No.
They know how to take like a cow or pig and turn that fine meat into like a sludge, into something you could go into your local sewer and just like slip up.
Yeah, it's
minus
just
the dirty diaper.
A good meat for them is chili.
No, that's too decadent even for them. SpaghettiOs might be too decadent for them.
SpaghettiOs is great. Don't throw a shot.
I'm not throwing a shot.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
All right. French.
Good pastries.
Good pastries, indeed.
The food, I don't know anything about it. I really don't.
I know French fries. I know French toast.
Hey.
Hey, do that old bit.
Hey.
Who was the first? Can you imagine the fucking smug smile on that guy's face when he did that first bit? He's like, I don't know anything about crepes, but I like French fries and I like French toast.
Yeah. Roaring ovation.
Roaring ovation.
And I'll tell you who didn't make the joke but probably took credit for it. Carlos Mencia.
Yeah, he's coming up.
I feel like he's the second to every joke.
Yeah.
It's like the South Park episode.
Oh, yeah.
Where he took the fish sticks joke. He was the second to the joke.
Oh, yeah, he was the second to the joke. How about Chinese food? A. Chinese and Japanese food, I'd put A.
Yeah, it's got to go A because you got hibachis too.
Minus the cats and dogs.
You just wanted to work that in, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's still A.
It's still A, yeah.
Because you can get it to be an A for me. It's got to be a good drunk food.
Yeah.
And it's got to be a good sober food.
Yeah.
You got to have options of like price points and that.
Yeah.
So it's definitely an A for me.
Yeah, I'd agree.
It might be. Is it my favorite food? I like Jamaican food a lot.
I would say Japanese, like sushi might be.
Sushi's up there.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I'd fuck some sushi up right now.
I was making my own sushi the other day.
Oh, you got the kit?
I do got the kit.
Happy birthday.
Well, that's not for my birthday. Well, okay, yeah, because you didn't get me an... Okay.
I paid for dinner.
That's true.
That's what we do when we're adults.
All right,
that's a birthday
fair.
gift.
Yeah, you promised me a rice cooker, and I got dinner instead. That's all right. I don't hold a grudge about it.
Yeah, you didn't pay for dinner for me.
Yeah,
so
I don't have a dartboard with like your face, and I just throw darts in it because you didn't get me my fucking rice cooker.
Yeah, you don't have a little...
Because you didn't get me the toys I wanted at
You
Christmas.
don't have a look-alike voodoo doll that you stab pins in, and that's why my back hurts.
That's why your back hurts. That's why your kidneys are fucked up. I've had it for years. Every sock you steal from me, I just throw another fucking pin in it. It gives you another hemorrhoid.
Well, yesterday... Oh, shit. Is that why I got 20?
Yeah. That's why your asshole's ready to just fucking explode like the atomic bomb.
Every time you get drunk, you just put a pin in my butthole.
Keep jabbing it in. Yeah. Mexican food, A+.
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 And margaritas.
Dude, I told you that time, your one birthday, I almost like died in the booth because I had like 2 pitchers of margarita.
Yeah.
Probably like 2 baskets of chips, queso.
We're not going to say the place because you were underage.
Fajitas. Yeah, no, I don't want it because that's a very...
It's my favorite place.
Yeah. You didn't even have to mention I was underage. I didn't even need that part.
I just wanted to put it in.
All right. I'm underage now, actually. I'm not even 18.
He's 14.
He's 14. Barely legal, guys.
I'm 13.
We're recording this in the computer room of our school.
Yeah.
Emily's on watch for the principal before he walks. The hall monitor's coming. Oh, no.
Mexican food's A+.
Oh, my God. I would have died happy in that booth.
Yeah.
With just... eating all those fajitas, like just down in margaritas, I couldn't like.
Yeah, my ideal way to go out is when they ask me if I want dessert there. If they go, "Do you want dessert, sir?" And it's
you do like that, and then they come back with the dessert. And you've already passed.
They
on.
come back with some sopapillas,
and you've passed on.
Mexican dessert. I don't order it enough.
Oh, it's great.
It's the best dessert. You got deep fried ice cream, sopapillas. Oh my God! But the
problem with like getting to dessert, because getting to dessert is the struggle, because chips fill you up.
They fill you up early
before you even get to main
especially
course.
when they put the deep fried beans there with the chips. They fill you up real early.
Because then you got fucking fajitas, burritos, plates
full
of rice,
and it's
coming.
sizzling. It's sizzling.
Forget
too.
about it. That. Fucking just that's just a rock in your stomach.
Yeah, you could do the
but
bad.
It's a good rock.
Yeah, I almost wanted to do the bad Nick Schwartzen joke, the steaming fajitas.
Well, don't steal other people's bits.
Well, Brendan Schaub already stole it.
Oh, Brendan Schaub steals everything.
He's got the brain of a veteran.
Yeah, he does. Certified to be retarded.
Yeah, he's not the sharpest tool, or he's not the brightest bulb in the Epstein Manor.
No, he's never getting invited to the Epstein Manor.
Joe Rogan can get him in.
Joe, yeah, maybe. You think he's still alive?
Who?
Epstein?
Probably not.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right, I was just asking.
Why? Do you have a take on it?
No, I don't have a take.
I feel like you have a very strong.
I got a lot of. I can't get into those takes.
Why not?
Because it'd get you off the air.
I feel like the quarterback ranking might.
That was a joke, though.
It was a joke.
That the people need to know the difference between a joke and actual racism.
But Jake,
that was a little fun racism.
But you realize it's 2023. There's none of that line.
No, maybe we are uncancelable.
So maybe let's make
Actually, let's talk about this because I was researching when you came over the other night about NBA betting, like the refs betting and all that.
Mm-hmm.
How dirty the league is, and I know you played basketball for a while.
Yeah. Do I think any of my games?
No. Well, you played high school basketball, then you did like states on the road. Did you ever take any money for the mafia, or were you ever involved? How many people have you killed? Let me just start off with that softball question.
Less than 100, but more than 58.
Killing people over a high school basketball game?
Yeah.
The divorced dad mafia really needs to cover the spread for their Christmas present.
They do. They do.
Yeah.
It's all about spreads for them.
I'm buying that fucking electric T-Rex for my son. And if I have to kill one of these JV players to do it, I'll do it.
I'll fucking do it.
You
right
fucking
now.
throw the game right now, Ben.
You're never making varsity if you keep covering spreads. I think it's a coach job to cover the spreads.
Yeah.
I did have a coach one time let us know we were a very heavy underdog, and he goes, "You know, you guys are 40 points on the spread." In a pregame thing.
For high school?
I swear to God, we had a coach say we were 40-point dogs. And guess what we did?
You won?
We lost by about 60.
Yeah. But I also like him being like, yeah, the spread's not. It's like, what are you talking about, the spread?
Yeah, we don't even know about.
This is basketball in Buffalo.
Yeah, and FanDuel wasn't even legal then. I didn't have a bookie then.
Yeah, so it was like an illegal thing of underground dads betting on.
So I do think it's a real thing because of that.
Oh yeah, probably.
But I will say, FanDuel has watered down the gambling market, made it a little more mainstream.
Yeah.
Because I miss going through a bookie. I miss betting illegally.
I've never bet illegally, so I can't.
I had a bookie for a while where...
Should we be saying that?
Yeah, he retired.
Okay, nice.
So you
You're
either...
retired with your money. You got a nice pension plan off of you.
Well, if we're getting real technical here, Jake, he stopped being a bookie when I had 2 future bets win. Same guy that hunted me down for a couple hundred. Just putting this out there. But it was pretty cool either paying him on Monday or having he had to pay you on Monday.
Okay, I like that.
It was pretty sweet because you had, and he gave me too much of a credit line at the time.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
I had a $5,000 limit a week.
Advice to any bookies out there: don't give someone like Ben a fucking credit line of more than $200.
Yeah, because there were times I remember having $3,000 on Purdue to beat Northwestern.
Yeah,
which seemed like a for sure thing.
Yeah.
So I locked it all on Purdue, and I had to watch the number 9 ranked team in the country at that time sweat out a 4-point victory while I'm trying to make small talk with my girlfriend.
Yeah, that's bad.
But those things are stuff you tell your grandkids about.
Yeah. Do I have time to use the bathroom? Can you talk for a minute?
We're already over on time. Fun fact.
Really?
Yeah.
How long do you really go for?
Whatever we want, but
Yeah, we can keep going for a bit.
we cap at 45.
You're that low?
Yeah, we're especially with TikTok, what it's done to people's brains. It's shortened their
it's
span.
Like crack.
Yeah.
Can
And
you
plus,
do 2 back-to-back?
what?
Can we do 2 back-to-back? You got the energy for it?
I have the energy. I have the tequila for it.
If you let me go to the bathroom, we can do another one.
All right.
All right.